Hey, so 3-ish turned into almost 4 today, and there's still like a movie playing in another room that may or may not be a Star Wars movie. So if that soundtrack is distracting, please forgive me. And here we go. I'm going to do EFT on the same topic that I wrote about, talked about earlier today, and now we're going to tap it. All right. Even though I can still get tripped up on needing to get more done and needing to be efficient, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though I can still get tripped up on needing to get stuff done and needing to be efficient, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Even though I can still get tripped up on needing to get stuff done and needing to be efficient, I still deeply love and completely accept myself. Okay, I really know that feeling. I've felt it several times today that I've got to get stuff done. I should be doing things. I should be checking off the list. I should be doing more. I just thought of one more thing to add to the list. I just thought of something I should have already had done. I think I'm not doing it well enough. I'm not doing enough. I should do more. Inner eyebrow point. I'm really tired of those messages. I know that it's like an inner tyrant. I know I don't want to buy into it. I know it's ubiquitous in our culture. I don't want to fault myself, outer eye point, and judge myself for it. I also am not a victim of the fact that it's rampant in our society. I need to be one more individual just right now when I notice it, who catches it and dares to not believe it. And I know that sometimes I can just feel into a vague guilt or just a bad feeling, and I know if I feel into it, it's saying something like that. I'm not doing enough. I should be doing more. Shouldn't I be doing something? Am I doing enough? And then sometimes it turns into self-accusations about the things I'm not getting to. Why haven't I gotten to that yet? Why don't I do it? Why can't I just make that happen? What's wrong with me? And during this time of COVID-19, I can still catch myself in this time when there's so much just broken down or screeched to a halt or stopped, so much less expected, so many easy ways to say, I'm not going to do that now. That's not the priority now. That's not important now. The old, habitual, just well-rehearsed, deeply reinforced stuff still comes and speaks to me. Collarbone. Under the round. So I'd really like to be onto myself for this. I'd really like to not believe it. I'd like to not just start dancing or marching to that soundtrack without questioning it. I'd like to see through it more quickly. I'd like to feel into it and hit the pause button every time. Bra strap point. Yep, the sweater always gets in the way. I'm willing to catch myself kindly. I'm willing to catch myself believing it's not enough or I should be doing more. I'm willing to feel into the guilt and breathe through it and not accept it. Not let that rule my life. Not let that rule my default settings or keep me in autopilot. I would like to bring presence to that. I'm willing to bring presence to that. I love presence. And I'm willing to get present to how it feels when I'm believing I should do more. And during COVID-19, I'd like to for real give myself permission to let go. I would like to let this era change me. I would like to let the power this era has to change the collective whole on certain levels and individuals on profound, huge, deep, powerful levels. And I'm willing to be an individual changed by that. I am willing to keep working with it, to keep catching it, to keep catching it kindly. I am willing to let go of the thing I think I need to do. I'm willing to let life show me. I'm willing to let the day show me. I'm willing to let this moment show me what I really should be reaching for? What does it feel aligned to reach for? What feels good? What feels right? What feels like it's really calling to me? What feels like I would feel more peace letting go? I'd like to let go. I'd like to let the moment show me, teach me, guide me right into the most aligned thing to do, and sometimes that's not doing. Sometimes it's just about feeling and breathing through what I'm feeling. Sometimes it's about pausing. Sometimes it's about meeting the face of God that's before me, just really looking into the face in the same room with me, and letting that interaction be more powerful, more important than any to-do list. I'd like to meet myself. Sometimes meeting myself is doing something. Sometimes the aligned action is getting really efficient and doing the task at hand. And I know that when I drop into it, actually wanting to do it, choosing to do it, believing it's the aligned thing to do, then I can do it with love, and I can do it with ease, and I can find the flow. I can even, being more present, notice when I start to get irritated or tense or I've become the taskmaster just trying to get it done instead of actually feeling into how and how much to do it. I lost my train of thought in the grammar of that sentence, but it doesn't matter, because what I want to say is that when I work in alignment, I also know when to let go. I also know when to simply adjust my state, not keep plowing through and working. I know I get more efficient when I respond to my own guidance that I'm off, that I need to mind my state and do that instead. And then when I come back to the task, I'm in flow, and it is more efficient, and it does go more quickly. But I also know that living efficiently and well and doing the right things sometimes means clearing things out, crossing them off to the to-do list, not because I got them done, but because I see that they feel tyrannical there. They feel like too much. They feel like they actually just keep me in that sense that I'm not doing enough. I'd like to stop living there. I'd like to not buy into that, not accept that, not allow that. I would like to know that whatever I get done, as I follow my guidance now and now, living in flow, living in ease, living outside of self-accusation, living outside of frustration, I know that that's when, even when I'm doing less, it's all more, and it's all more beautiful, and it all feels better. And I'm going to stop here at the crown. I love myself. I approve of myself. I'm willing to get less done. I'm willing to let things grab me in the moment. I'm willing to catch the wave. I'm willing to do what life calls me to do, not what I thought I should do, not what the list says to do.